This illustration is the story of a young boy, his mother, and a sublime temple of white stone. The boy and the mother are very close, so they never go out apart. One evening, the two left for the temple, as the mother wanted her son to experience his spirituality for the first time. As they prayed together, a priest shuffled towards them, distributing holy food and water while holding the sacred candle. When the priest reached down and tied a red string around the boy's bony wrist, he is visibly confused. As he is still a young child, he quickly runs to his friends as the prayer has ended. Later that night, his mother sits by his bedside and reads him a bedtime story. She reads it from a book about Hinduism. She says, "You looked a bit confused after what happened today at the temple. Let me explain it to you. Hinduism is a religion that originated in India thousands of years ago. The way of life of the Aryan people led to the creation of Hinduism as a philosophy that is today the third most practiced religion in the world. In ancient India, a figure known as Vyasa wrote a poem longer than anything that had ever been written before, called the Mahabharata, which was also the name of a war that took place all over India. In this epic poem, there was a queen named Kunti, who adorned a thread to the wrist of Prince Abhimanyu before battle, just like the one you received today at the temple. Wearing this thread promised him good fortune in battle and symbolized the bond between the mortal and the Almighty, as well as solidarity. This thread is called Kalava and is simply made of red cotton yarn. It is tied to the wrist by a priest or older family member to give the person protection and a connection with the Almighty. The boy falls asleep, wondering if this was all real, if he now was truly connected with the gods. We pick up the story about 8 years later, as the boy and his mother visit the temple again. The boy has gotten older and wiser, but he still remembers the story of Queen Kunti and the Kalava. When he and his mother enter the temple again, the priest comes towards them. He greets the two, and the mother asks him to protect her son by the powers of the Kalava. This time, the boy is honored to wear the Kalava again and have the protection of the Almighty. He feels enlightened and strong to conquer the world in good health. This was the story of a young boy and his mother who helped him understand the sacred powers of the Kalava. I hope you now too understand what it means to wear a Kalava.